right, man. I gotta shoot this free game here for the YouTube. I've already posted one on the Cut the Check page and also on the Instagram. We're going to have the short block, aka I don't like your prices, aka I think I'm gonna build it for myself and come out cheaper talk. Um, like people don't ask for a short block. Just don't. This is the short block conversation. Don't ask for a short block. Just like don't do it. Like don't do it, man. Like nobody that builds motors, like you really don't ask for a short block. Like you'd rather have the whole motor like already together. Like why do you just want a short block? You get what I'm saying? Like you really don't know what you're asking for. Okay. Um if you never built one of these motors before, a LS or a small block, like your first motor doesn't need to be a short block. It doesn't need to be a short block at all. Okay. There's going to be too much stuff missing. There's going to be stuff that you don't realize that's missing. Okay. Number two, if you never built the motor, whoever's going to build the motor for you, they should be buying the block or either the short block if you feel like that's what you need. Okay. If you never built the motor, I strongly suggest you take somebody that has built the motor or knows something about a motor with you to purchase anything that you cannot hear run. That's my 2 cents on that. People just they really kill me with the lack of knowledge, which is ignorance. They're asking me for a short block. I'm not sure what they think they're gonna buy a short block for, and you think that you're going to put it together cheaper. Okay, I don't think people really understand, especially on this LS stuff, like how many parts are missing when you say, "Oh, I just want a short block." Um, honestly, it's too many. Short session here. Try to keep this video short. All right, so we have an LS here. Like I mentioned in the other one, a lot of people don't realize that it is stamped here and also on the back. I had some people approach me and didn't know exactly what size the LS was. You want to know that there. So what you're asking for is just a short block, okay? So just a quick, I don't know, $250, maybe even $300. So you're asking for a short block, okay? You don't have this cover, you don't have this sensor, you don't have this pulley. You don't have any of these bolts. If you never put these motors together, you don't know what size bolts these are. Okay. You're asking for a short block. I mean, so you're not gonna hear it run. Is a rod bent? Is the crank any good? You get what I'm saying? Are the pistons any good? Are the rings any good? Does it need a full rebuild? That's the stuff that you don't know. And I be wanting to ask these people so bad, like, do you even know what you're asking for? You're asking me for a short, like, do you even know what you're asking for? What do you plan on doing? You think you're just going, oh, okay, I could buy the short block for $1,500 and then I can go buy some heads. Like, you're not trying to spend any money. You're trying to be cheap. You're not going to go spend $3,000 on heads. You're going to get stock heads. Like, where are you going to get stock heads from? Like, stop fooling yourself thinking you're going to put this stuff together cheap, man. Basic LS 2,500 minimum. Like, oh, I know such and such went and got theirs from the junkyard. Just fine, go get one from the junkyard. Hope it works. Swap the cam in it yourself if you want to come out cheap. You're not buying anything built. You're not rebuilding anything cheaper than 2,500. It's not gonna happen. It's not going to happen. Machine shop costs, parts. You will spend $1,000 in bolts on these motors, man. You will, okay? If you really got to be honest with yourself and say, hey, man, I don't know what I'm looking for. I never done this before. You really got to be honest with yourself. You're not writing me. You're not seeing me build full motors, okay, and then ask me about a short block. If you know what you're doing, you're not gonna do that. You understand? Hey, I'm only selling complete motors, okay, and you clearly don't like my prices, so you're trying to be cheap, okay. Just step away from the whole LS platform if you're trying to be cheap. Wrong platform to be cheap. No ifs, ands, or buts about it. The wrong platform to be cheap. Okay. The other stuff, man, it's so much stuff that people just you do not realize, man. Valve covers, coil packs, uh, all the bolts for that stuff. Like it is so much stuff. Oil pan pickup, scatter shield, all the bolts for that stuff, man. It is something that, well, oh, I got this motor over here. It's blown up. Okay, you're asking for a short block. You have no idea what kind of condition this short block is in. You have no clue what kind of condition this short block is in that you're asking for. You might as well just rebuild yours. Like, seriously. Like, I don't. People confuse me. How do you think that somebody's going to sell you a rebuilt short block cheaper than you could rebuild your own? Like, it's going to cost. It's going to cost. So just understand this LS stuff is not cheap, and asking for a short block is not going to save you money. All it's going to do is cause you more headache in the long run trying to get all the small stuff together. I don't care if you do have another blow up 5.3 at the house. Like, one, you're not going to hear this motor run. You have no idea what's wrong with this motor. You have no clue what kind of condition it's in because it's not going to be a running motor. You have no idea what you're buying. So that's like sketchiness and potential headache in itself. Once again, if you have not done it, completely stay away from the short block talk. Just stay away from it whatsoever. Even the bare block. Oh, I'm just going to get the block one. No, you're not. No, you're not. If you was going to do that, you'll buy a 6.2 for $6,500. Like you're not. I'm just speaking of dealing with me. You're not gonna come to me and ask for, oh, I just want a bare block 6, or oh, I want a bare block. No, because you're gonna spend $6,500 by the time you put it together. Like you're not asking for a bare. You can't ask for a bare block and put stock head. That makes no sense. You might as well just go buy a stock 5.3 out the junkyard and keep your fingers crossed because you rebuilding the whole thing anyways. You're not coming to me with that, man. Or either you wasting my time and lying to yourself. So don't waste my time. Don't lie to yourself. If you ain't never done it before, you're not looking for a bare block. You're not looking for a short block. People start asking me about that stuff. I'm going to start checking y'all credentials, man.